Ladies and gentlemen, even quicker than I said. Sometimes you just gotta be quicker than what you expect. And it is ATK versus Ascent. My name is Strong Legs. This fine young gentleman right here is Boggs. And we're gonna be going to the sunny steps of Inferno. Boggs, please go back to what you were saying before we went on live.
Well, ATK have qualified for ESL Pro League Finals in Odense,
Yes.
one of the most prestigious LAN tournaments all year long.
Okay.
And I think we're in for a treat just getting to watch these guys play. Ascent are in for a very tough battle ahead because ATK are there to compete against the world's best in Counter-Strike.
For sure.
And they definitely have made it to the top 30 of the HLTV rankings as well. So they've definitely earned their spot amongst those teams.
Definitely. And I think as obviously we're all kind of aware of ATK's recent rise, right? The recent roster switch, the movement away from the full South African squad into a kind of a North American mix with MOTM, Floppy, and OC, who are all phenomenal players, of course. But we can't be sleeping on Ascent. They had great performances against Chaos. They put up sick numbers, battling it out. I think every map almost went into overtime, and they barely lost 2-1. But I want to see this in action. I'm ready. It's a best of one. It's Inferno. Mel, kick it.
It should definitely be good. The addition of Pone alone helped out Ascent very well, I would say, down the stretch. And it'll be interesting to see how well they've actually folded him into their lineup with the extra time and the extra practice as well. So, definitely expecting a lot out of the Ascent lineup. The ATK, the expectations are high, and rightfully so. Definitely count them as the favorites. We'll see what Ascent have in store for us, and definitely don't expect this to be a very easy battle one way or the other. JT using his utility up towards B early, but it's Sonic to tap away and dink down one. I believe it's Blue who goes down first. The damage comes away, but TJ capitalizes with one on the floppy. Pone alone from sight, taps away at 2, goes down in the end, and it's a 2v2, but the rotations are already here. One in church, one up and end, and the bomb goes down. And OC might just get caught off from behind. However, Physic will go down in the end. In Nismo versus JT. One has a vest, the other had utility.
Oh!
Doesn't even care. That was beautiful.
Nismo. Wow, nice shots. That was so sick. What a way to close off that round. That was quite a blunder on the B site. We're missing Ascent logo. That's not a big deal. But, yeah, I'm actually a big fan of Nismo. He's French-Canadian. He's from Montreal, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And he is kind of a rising talent. He's been around the scene for a little while, but I think now is kind of when people are becoming aware of his potential. But either way, Ascent Esports, they have the buy, as of course they won the pistol, but look at ATK. They're on the meta. Mac 10 for Floppy. They got Galeals across the board. The AK-47 for OC with no head. They have the long range potential and the one tap potential. Floppy will begin by taking Hall's control. It's only going to add to the pressure here, considering Ascent also doesn't have Banana. But they have OC's life.
Yeah. The AK has been salvaged, tossed away, where Floppy will actually pick up the Galil and Sonic will hold on to the AK. So rifles abounding for this T side. The CTs still have one SMG in hand, but ATK still have a lot of map control. They've been able to get most of Halls and mid, as well as Banana. Don't know where they want to commit towards yet, but Floppy's making a case for A. It's got flashed out. Open kill goes his way, but there's still more to find. Boo is still here. The Molotov goes in towards Porch. Pone alone has fallen back as well toward Moto. But smokes will come in from the T side as they look to wrap around the lane and in on A.
Oh,
no. With another kill. There goes Pone alone, his former teammate back in there. 2 seasons ago, JT comes in and Boo goes down. The Galil's finding all 3 kills. Nismo and Physic are walled off by smokes as well, coming in on arches. And this is looking grim for Esports. The bomb has gone down.
Yeah, I think that kill from Floppy pretty much solidified the deal. Isolated that player in sight by himself. At that point, he just got overwhelmed. Now Physique and Nismo have to make a decision. Are we going to risk our weapons for this? Is it even worth it?
I don't think it's worth it. They have a kid as well that can save this into the next round and actually throw a spanner into the works of ATK's plans. Whereas without these guns, they're essentially broke with pistols and maybe a couple P250s and Deagles, but it would not be. Instead, they're doing chip damage, and actually, There's going to be a couple deaths coming out here. As JT goes down, MOTM almost falls, and Physic will escape with his life, his gun, and his armor.
I can't help but feel like even if they got 3 kills there, Ascent, I still feel like that wouldn't have been worth it for them. Now they have nothing in this round. They only have that single FAMAS with the utility behind it. Okay, that's not bad, but that's it. That could have been 2 FAMASes, a potential MP9 dropped over to one of the teammates. That could have been a much better equipped round here for Ascent Esports to battle back and defend themselves against what is realistically a double eco, right? Now ATK, if they claim this round and the next Boggs, then their money is going to be insane going into that 3rd round, or excuse me, the 4th round.
I still don't think it's justified, though, that they went around the back of a solitary FAMAS up against AKs or Galils, which are essentially M4s. I don't think that's the wise choice from Ascent. They could do some damage, potentially pick up a couple guns, and then work off of that. But going for the full investment, like you said, extremely strong economy established, and put Ascent on the back foot early on the CT side, and on a map like Inferno, which is so utility heavy, which is so rifle heavy, I feel like it really puts them down where they really didn't need to. And right now they're going to have to save this. They can't afford to go for this, and it's the right call. But just if they wouldn't have gone for the full investment, they could have been fine in the next round.
Would they though? I'm not so sure. I feel like they got hard double resets, so they might as well just force up and try their best. At least they're holding on to their armor and their pistols. At least that's going to go a long way in this next round. But I can't help but feel like they still wouldn't have had enough money for any real purchase.
19 plus 1 would have gotten them at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely it's a close one. I think they probably just prefer the M4s and the utility instead. This is where they have to make their stand. Again, they should take a gamble. If the gamble is incorrect, just go for a save again. Just come into the next gun round really strong. Have some money left over that even if you lose the round, you at least can buy up a second time in a row. But let's see what ATK is up to. They have full utility. They have full rifles. They even have an M4 and OC. And their money is scary. Not yet, but it will be if they clean this round up nicely.
All this Hall's control for naught. DJ goes down, dealing a minimal amount of damage. Pwn alone gets into the pit safely, doesn't get spotted. With Boo holding in apartments as well, could work out well for Ascent. However, all this banana control from ATK, they might just start sending feelers in on the B side. Pwn alone gets a dink, but he gets dinked in return, and an AK dink far superior than the CZ75. OC takes down Physic, and now I think that they're starting to discover B side is wide open. They've gotten kills on A. Floppy's over here trying to get the sell the fake, but he might get caught off. There's still one more on site. That's going to be Nismo. If we can get an AK into the next round, that would be massive for the CT side. However, bomb will be going down on B in the meantime, and Floppy actually not going to clear. I think he's just going to hold. Oh, he spotted out Nismo now. He knows.
Does he know? I don't think so.
Wait, does he not? Did not see him.
This is awkward. Nismo, a patience of a god, though, I have to admit, and finally, Floppy walks into the trap. That's an AK. Do they hunt for this? Do they risk losing weapons considering their economy isn't even that good? Now, I think they opted against it, it seems. Only JT's looking right now.
They know. Are they going to go? That is the question. The flashbang comes in. JT's escaped. Now MOTM is coming in towards the middle. I think they might hunt with these 2 players, but it's another free kill for Nismo. He can't wield AKs because then he could drop one over to his teammate.
Imagine you can put one on reserve in your backpack. Oh, don't even joke around. Don't even joke around. At this point, anything's fair game with Valve, it seems.
That's very true. Who knows?
Imagine that you can akimbo any pistol. That'd be insane. Just dual wield any pistol in the game. That'd be actually
dual wield Tech 9s.
Oh my god, that almost vomited. But all right, Ascent. This is their first real chance of battle back here, ever since they dropped off after the force fight against ATK.
They have the op in hand as well. It's Pwn alone to hold on to it, but there's no kits for the CT side. They cannot really allow a bomb plant It's a long, drawn-out post plant with just that spell. Another reset looms around the corner should they lose too many guns. Another smoke to wall off the C or the T side rather. With feelers in A and B again from ATK, they have so much map control. Sonic appearing on the edge of the peeks out, and down goes Pwn alone. He had a Pwn alone, and unfortunately for him, he's not able to survive. Sonic able to escape into CT as well. He can go arches, he can wrap, he can come in through library, and that's exactly what he wants to do. DJ, if he's not ready for this, I believe he is. Sonic, though, catches him off, sprays, and floppy and adds a second onto Boo on balcony. The bomb goes down. Physic and Nismo, far removed from the site, will have no other option but to save an ATK with a flawless gun round. Ascent packing. Sent them back to the broke bus because right now ATK is on the full hunt, and this is the right call.
This is the right call. Now you have a lot of money reserved, but Nismo, he's not willing to let go of this, not this easily. Now he has a second wave incoming as a defending it. It's Floppy this time, and he's just going to get one tapped into sleep. OC, same, but it will be OC this time. Nice attempt there from Nismo. Made it expensive, but unfortunately expensive just isn't quite enough with OC being over these 5 digits. 11.3 thousand after buy. That's insane.
I think he'll probably drop a gun over to JT so he can stay around 2,000.
Nah, he wants to hoard. Okay, he eventually drops it.
Pistols again for Ascent and ATK looking down the barrel of a 5th round on the board. B stack coming in for Ascent though. This could be a trap that they spring and capitalize on. As ATK seems gun. Spray goes through, and JT and Sonic get the first 2. Smoke to CT. They has revealed himself as well, and MOTM just spraying through the smoke will pick up 1. Pounces for a second. And Boo will get killed on the flank as Floppy comes in for the BM spray as well after the fact. ATK with 5 rounds, a flawless round as well. But Ascent back on the buy. They have an op again. I hope they opt to buy a kit. Yes, they do. Physic has the 1 kit for his team.
Okay. Second full gun round to battle back against ATK before they spiral away with his half. Own alone looking for the 1-way with the op on Banana. OTM will drop a smoke. It's not quite effective, but that flashbang will push Pwn alone off his angle for now. Now, I have to admit, Boggs, I'm really loving the pacing of ATK in this matchup. They're not trying to play disrespectful or too fast. They're just sticking to their structure. They're sticking to their pacing. They're sticking to their own plan. It's working out nicely.
JT is one of my favorite IGLs at what used to be the semi-pro scene, now is the pro scene. I think he has a fantastic mind and reads the game extremely well. He's a big reason why ATK is the team that they are right now. And like the pace is fantastic. Part of that, but DJ and Boo will actually make this great. Nismo still on side as well. Bouncing, he's spraying, and he gets Sonic as well, but OC's coming for 1. However, Nismo will make sure he gets 2 and not OC. Ascent will get their second on the board, and they are able to shut down ATK with minimal losses. So a good round for Ascent. That could have ended very poorly should they have lost. It would have been a 7th round secured for ATK if Ascent would have been broke once again.
I'm actually loving the fact that ATK just aren't even going for the op anymore. They're just going for the rifles and the SG for OC. Everyone else is on AKs. Yeah, honestly, I feel like most teams actually end up getting held back by the op sometimes on T side, especially if they can't get anything going, or if the double op setup, or if even the op setup on TT side isn't really the reason why you're losing rounds, right? I feel like you only take out the op on T side if you start to struggle to deal with the op for the second op. That's the bomb flash. Perfect timing by Physique and Nismo, finding themselves the opening kill. JT's fallen. That's the IGL. Now MOTM, he's looking to creep on in. He actually could catch the timing. Maybe Nismo's positioning is too... Oh, did you see the head? I don't think he did.
I don't think so. No, the X-ray betraying us, but there he sees the head, and he pounces on it as well. But there's rotations coming into B from both teams, as making his way in is DJ. He can still position himself back in the blue box. Out as well, spots out MOTM and sprays him through the coffin. MOTM needs a coffin. And OC will surely need one as well as soon. Physique will capital positioning. However, OC is actually able to get that kill, but Pwn alone has swung in and ended his reign of terror. Sonic in a 1v3. with a flank coming in from Boo as well. I don't think Sonic's going to be ready for it. Boo spots him out. He comes in, and we'll get that kill for sure. A third now for Ascent, 2 in a row, but ATK still more than enough to buy as OC can drop an AK to Floppy, and still have more than enough to get his SG or even an op should he desire. OC actually dropped 2 rifles.
Yeah, why not? It's payday for everyone, it seems. Since esports, though, they're holding on quite nicely, I have to admit. Now their lost one's starting to disappear, though. We have to be careful here moving forward with this round. Once again, a lot of utility being dumped on Banana by both teams, it seems. Double nade now, going a little bit too deep. MOTM still takes a bit of damage, but JT's up close in their faces. However, he is a little too this, it seems. DJ eliminated Sonic in middle, and now kind of the offense here for ATK is beginning to crumble, right? They have 2 players wounded. They're kind of isolated from each other, and it seems like they're setting up into what is looking currently like a B split through CT spawn. But no, they're just going to bend and bracket entirely and back to B for the full execute.
Bone alone sticking his off back to A, so B site might be a little easier taken. They still have some utility as well. 2 Molotov smokes as well. 1 flash goes into sight. CT is still smoking. The flash goes into the pit. ATK actually gonna cross in. JT gets 1, but he gets traded out. Nismo still hiding behind Boggs, but he's able to take that 1 more before he falls to the hand of Floppy. DJ making his way in. Will get flashed in. Stops the bomb plant, but it's still Floppy alive, and now a 1v2. Taps the bomb. There's plenty of time. He's peeking through the smoke. Ponalone has made his way into church.
He gets spotted. Oh, he got spotted.
Yeah, he got spotted by That's good calm and a good round for Ascent Esports, as no bomb plant means ATK very rough on the money. And I would be seeing a timeout probably in order soon for ATK.
I like the pacing from Ascent now too on these rotates. Seems like that flank's coming in perfect timing every single time. And what I do love is Sonic's T-side model. My favorite one.
I wonder why.
Why?
It looks like you before you got your haircut.
That must be why.
Yeah.
Looks like me from like 4 years ago when I actually had a beard.
True.
But now, Ascent Esports have found themselves in kind of a comfortable scenario. They're almost tidying the game up. They're up against only a single SG. Everyone else is on pistols and split between light armor and helmets. And OC has the only utility though. Smoke and flash is coming in, and it's going to be just a straight Hail Mary out halls.
Yeah, but Ascent's already on the flank through the banana. They already have 1 player pushed up. With 2, pulling in with another. Making a second for him as DJ bombs up MOTM. Only Floppy able to get the kill. The SG doesn't even do much as half damage, and Ascent have tied things up at 5 apiece. They read that so well, getting the early aggression down banana. The information that it was going to be an A hit prepared their team quite well. And Ascent Esports sitting pretty tied up at 5, with some money starting to build up as well, as DJ and Nismo at above 3.5. Put it that way. Punalone around 3K as well. He's getting aggressive with DJ watching at range. There's 2 Kriegs for the CT side as well, and that's where things start to get real scary.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, the Krieg on the CT side is the big talking point now, it seems. Now, what is actually really sloppy is not even sloppy in a negative way, really. It's just kind of intense the way this banana control is unfolding between both of these teams, dumping a lot of utility early. ATK is willing to take some damage for it. Now it's going to double smoke execute towards the B site, meant to draw attention and meant to draw utility from Ascent Esports. MOTM setting himself up for a duel here. As soon as he smokes Fade, MOTM will be right in their faces, and JT will be back there with the SG. It's actually really sick. Oh, wait a second. I'll finish that thought in a second, but that was actually... Whoa! I like that. He baited them to shoot to give away their positioning. As soon as they shot, he knew exactly where they were. The flashbang pops. He knows where to look. He knows where to eliminate these players. That was really unique. I love that from ATK.
That was a great play from ATK. MOTM with the entry as well. Good second. Now it's just post plants with Kriegs. Should be going the way of the B side. Although Boo does take down Sonic in return. It's a 3v2. This is doable as JT and Lucy are both low. The Molotov should wall them off, and it's burned Boo as it goes very deep. JT holding into church. He'll spot the gun being swapped. the spray coming through, but it will be a retreat from Ascent. However, Ricky, or Floppy as he's better known, pushes in, spots out the second player as Pwn alone B-hops around the corner. He should be able to get away with the op in hand, but ATK have finally found a way to get back on the board. Loss bonus for Ascent is not there. However, they still do have some cash, as the only person who's particularly broke is Boo.
Right, and this is going to be the final investment here for Ascent Esports, for now at least. They have a lot to work with, minus the MP9 and X7, of course. Those are still incredibly viable weapons on Inferno, so I don't feel like they're being held back too much by them. It becomes a little bit weird once you have to retake with those weaponry.
And the Mag 7 on Banana can be a very formidable foe. And that's exactly where Physic's going to have it, but he takes a bit of his own team some molly damage in the end, but up close, and he meets the Mag 7 up close first. JT takes some damage and eventually goes down to the jumping Mag 7. The long-range shot not as adequate as its close-range counterpart, but still a 2-for-1 trade goes the way of Ascent, and Physic has gotten himself 1,800 in the bank and upgraded to an M4 as well. I think he'll take that any day of the week.
No, yeah, they're so happy with that. No doubt about it. Pwn alone now looks over towards Hall's perfect timing. Say Floppy walks right into that. Now Sonic catches an isolated DJ, which actually splits the defense quite a bit here for Ascent Esports. Now Physic needs to make a decision. Am I pushing forward into the banana control, or potentially fight someone there, or am I going to start worrying about CT spawn? And it seems like Boo has the right idea as well. He's starting to advance in Halls, and he's starting to clear out brackets, and now I think they have a pretty clear picture that likely ending B, and Physique is ready for it.
Yeah, Physic's ready, but are they going to clear the angle hard? Sonic's going for the crowd, in, and the continued spray from Physic will take them all down. Ascent draw even yet again, and a lack of a bomb plant means ATK rough for cash, and I don't know if they're going to go for a full buy here. A half buy might be the better option, even go something fast-paced towards B with some Mac 10s. However, they are going to go AK's up across 3, double Mac 10s on Floppy and JT. And we'll see what the story holds for us right now, as there's a lot of utility as well across 3 players. And the Ascent still have not been able to really build up a significant bang. Molotov's burning Physic alive. He's stranded behind the sandbags. He gets one, but he burns alive. The bomb, however, has gone through. It's fallen at the feet of Nismo, who once again stands tall for Ascent. You mentioned him as one of those young up-and-coming players. He's definitely making a case for himself right here in Inferno.
Now this, I don't even know how ATK begins to qualify out of this one, but it will be MOTM coming through with the flash. I love that he committed to it, even though he was full blind. And it only solidifies their lead in this round. Now there's 3 men watching the bomb, and I feel like it's virtually impossible for him to get to it.
Nismo full blind gets another one. He's got 3, only OC left alive. It will be much longer for this world, as fire will take him low. Shot will take him lower, and Ascent Esports will actually get themselves a lead for the first time since pistol round. Also, Nismo's at 15 kills. He's 15-7.
Yeah, he's fragging. Oh, we're gonna go hop into what? Yeah, we're gonna hop the catcher cans for 2 seconds. We're gonna get Boggs bumped up here on the audio a little bit. Boggs, you're too quiet, man. You have to project. I'm kidding. It's not you. Not you, but we can just hop back into the in-game view for pairing with us while we fix our ever-changing volume levels between all the different casters. But either way, it is, yeah, you're absolutely right. He's kind of the silent fragger right now. It's nothing too crazy. It was a little flashy in the pistol round, but overall, it's just been securing the kills that he needs to be securing, right? Nothing crazy, not recreating the process. Oh, okay. Casual deke spam.
Actually does 5 damage, and that spam does a little more. Pwn alone down.
Spam that part of the wall?
Yeah, you can spam the door.
Oh, he spammed through the door. Okay.
Blue gets 1. Falls away with a nade, but goes too deep, and he will fall as JT gets 1. And just got Goomba stopped. Pwn alone takes down 1 more on the site. DJ pushes through and sprays down 2, and that should secure the round for Ascent. However, OC has salvaged an AK. He has the bomb on his back as well. With a minute on the clock, there's a lot he can do. However, he just goes for the fast plant. Put it down before he gets instantly traded. TJ tacks on a 3rd to his total. And it's going to be an 8th on the board for Ascent. Bomb plant should allow ATK another buy as their loss bonus has built up quite considerably. It's at max, and they have a good chunk of money to play with going to the last round. In any case, was actually sitting on the floor in T-spawn. I believe Nismo picked it up in the end, but we'll see a double op set up for the first time. Again, no sniper for the T-side. They've elected to go for the full AK buy. Only Sonic and JT could have gotten the Krieg if they so desired, but they'll go for the good old bread and butter of the AK. And actually, Boo gets tagged down a little bit to that wall spam yet again. As ATK doing some initiatives, but no real presence or controls. Yep, now they're going to flood out brackets. One kill for him, making a second as he sprays down Sonic as well. And the South African duo of ATK have fallen first. Now it's time for the NA. Nismo, though, shuts down MOTM.
He just jumped by accident and still got the spray onto the head. That is actual insanity. Now Portalone's speaking down. And Floppy, the next victim. Ascent Esports claim a pretty comfortable lead. 9-6. 16-7 for Nismo. Man is popping off. No one is really overperforming here for ATK. They're all pretty much in line. 6 to 10 kills overall. But a part of me can't help but feel like Ascent just played the easy part.
It is Inferno, a map that is very historically CT-sided. I'm sure you remember the days when that 12-3 CT half was not uncommon. And right now, it's time for Ascent to play offense. ATK set to receive. All the way up through alt mid. Getting that A control, but ATK have already pushed down Banana as well. The lurk, or the rotation holder rather, Pwn alone gets dropped initially. However, it's going to be Boo and Physic to take down 2. And it's going well now for Ascent as they regroup back towards Banana, but JT holds strong from the car and taps away on DJ.
That was a crucial kill. That was the equalizer as well. And he's not looking to give up the Banana control. So as long as he's here, Floppy and MOTM can just stay in their setup towards A site. A crossfire.
Ascent actually might be going for the wrap through CT. Wouldn't be a bad idea as well, especially given the positions on the map, which of course only we know and they don't. But they are going to explore their options towards CT, grouping up as 3, working their way onto B. And a little bit of aggression now being shown by JT as he's peering down. He might get a little anxious, have to watch his back, but as I say that, Floppy's clearing halls. So information known that they're not brackets, they're not alt mid anymore, at least as far as they can tell. And JT has flipped his vision around back to the B site, but the timing. It's a wrap through Church as well from Ascent. This is a beautiful play. With 25 seconds on the clock, they have more than enough time to get it down.
JT just spotted him, I think.
Yeah, I think JT just spotted him out. But he gets spotted in return. He goes tapped down to 24 HP. Another bomb is B, however, but all 3 from ATK coming up Banana. This could become a grudge fest. There's actually, MOTM has a smoke. He's going to use that to wall off the CT angle. That actually helps out massively for ATK. So you only have to focus on coffins in sight. Physic and Nismo, this crossfire U-box. Who goes down early. Nismo peeks with his shot. Eventually takes down JT, but it's going to be Nismo with 3. Again, it's going to be Nismo, the hero on the pistols, to close things out in the round for Ascent. Both pistols go their way. And ATK will be forced to go for a buy here, as they do not want to allow Ascent to get off to a massive lead. 3 MAC-10s, a Galil, and an AK for the T side, versus 4 5.7s and an MP9. I like the 5.7s, but
look at the
lack of head armor.
That is a serious amount of utility for ATK. I mean, they could just use that to do some early damage, control their pacing, control the B executes, counter and execute if they so choose, but I have to admit, that pistol round was almost beautiful to watch. Orchestrated almost flawlessly by both teams, really.
It really was.
Now we find ourselves in a very favorable, comfortable position for Ascent. I mean, they have a 4-round lead. They're already at double digits. If they claim this round, they have themselves a second as well. That might put them up to a 12-6 lead. And then at that point, it's really just a few more gun rounds away from that lead.
They are going to edge their way back to A. As it's a very passive hold from ATK, holding close angles as they have the 5-7. Shot headshot at close range, but it's going to be Boo. Gets the dink and gets the kill. And now they're going to they're just going to train their way. They're going to rotate in through CT. But Floppy's actually going to take one down. DJ gets one more, however. Back to A they go as MOTM gets caught looking the wrong way. No. That is unfortunate. I know it's a miscomm or something, but that just does not look right.
No, he just didn't. He didn't think that player was just going to stop and turn back, right? He was just trying to go for that second player, then reset for the player that ran by him. But unfortunately, GG's wise old age got him looking backwards. His intuition was just on point, and yeah, now they have to save. There's really nothing they can do about it. Ascent Esports claimed the 11th round, only a MAC-10 and 2 pistols saved here for ATK. Ascent Esports 11.
They have a saved MAC-10. That's, I think, the most important part for ATK is that they're saving that SMG. It's going to go a long way against the full rifle buy that's about to come up from Ascent. As we all know, SMGs are the best guns in the game. In all seriousness, though, I think the 5-7 situation, especially on a map like Inferno where you can hold the close range angles, but definitely not a very likely round to be picked up by ATK. However, if they get a couple close range kills, upgrade to the AKs, there is always that chance. And SMGs and pistols reign supreme on this map. Floppy's picked up a vest, so definitely a viable player. And Sonic has a double flash and smoke. This could be an aggressive play towards Banana with 3 players coming this way as well. I think ATK have a plan coming in here.
Okay, I think that plan unfolds well. Usually the sandbag will be the first thing that gets checked. JT looking to farm up some cash with an accent. It'll be the first line of contact. DJ's not quite able to secure the deal. Yeah, the flashbang is on point. Floppy's able to peek off that contact, but still, it's a 2-for-1 deal for Ascent, and they're more than happy to sacrifice a MAC-10 for the double kill. Now he's looking for the third as well. Sonic's being chipped down. He's just going to have to fall back and concede that control on Banana. But OC, maybe he has a say in it. Maybe he can flip this round on his head.
OC could go for a kill. He spots out one, but Nismo will not miss his shots. And MOTM soon to fall as well as Sonic on 6 HP. I don't think there's much you can do. There's a MAC-10 back in the hands of ATK, and Sonic might just want to save his Kevlar here. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to run away. He might go for some exits. I don't think he will exactly, but actually, no. He is edging his way to go for exits, so I think he wants to get something and deal a little more economic damage, as the economy has not been allowed to explode for Ascent, especially with a couple kills here. He should keep them honest. But again, Ascent playing this game so well. Inferno looking like a map that they have studied and put in the work very well on. I've been extremely impressed with how Ascent have been playing. Their communication.
You're sleeping on them, Boggs. They're actually a nuts team. I remember seeing this roster and I was like, okay, this is kind of a strange roster because Physique traditionally, he was an opper for a long, long time, right? He advanced kind of the early MDL levels. Then, of course, when he hopped on the squad with Ascent, he kind of gave that up for, of course, Ponalone, who is an insane opper, so I can't quite blame him for giving up the role. But, I mean, Boo, DJ, Nismo, DJ's been around the MDL scene for a long time. But Nismo, Boo, Physique, these are unproven talent, right? These are talent that we're not quite sure if they're going to do well or not. And I watched them play. I've been watching them play for actually about a month now. They're surprisingly insane, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, definitely a lot to like from this roster. They have gone through some roster turmoil in the last few, I'd say like the last couple months, but I think they've definitely stabilized with how they want to go, and they're looking fantastic here. Going more than toe-to-toe with a team that's become a bit of a heavy hitter in the NA scene, a team that...
Sensation.
Yeah, they really are. Might be a bit of a wake-up call for ATK as well. Keep them honest and keep them hungry for that grind.
Ponalone has all this beat down, but Sonic really is living up to his name. Just a little too fast for Ponalone to handle right there. That's a man advantage, and not only that, but they've gotten full banana control. JT's just going to walk through. He's actually going to catch his second over here on the flank. That's one player. He's going for the second as well. Physique and DJ not quite able to execute their strategy properly. And OC Floppy to clean up against Nismo and Boo, who were obviously there once they saw the flashes in the setup there. And that is ATK answering back. Final investment here for Ascent. If ATK can claim this one, Boggs, they might find themselves losing that comfortable lead that they were sitting on previously.
Indeed. Also on JT's spray down, he got the bomb as well, so That was a huge throw from him. Sonic opening things up. See a fast play coming in. Sonic will escape for now, but the back end will drop him in the end. The DJ goes full bore up banana, and he's streaming towards B site. And he eliminates JT as well. The bomb to be going down. ATK with the instant save call. And Ascent roll on a double op setup, I think only for the post plant to make sure that they can hold the angles at range and safely. That's a fantastic answer as ATK finally got themselves on the board with a flawless victory. And then Ascent walk back and say, you know what? Rush B. And they overwhelm all the defenses.
Was that not perfect timing for it, though? Like, as soon as ATK got some sort of hope, got a little comfortable with a double op setup, snap of a finger, boom. 5 people are in your face. Now, Boo eliminated.
ATK got Thanos snapped.
Yeah. Now, with OC being kind of eliminated here, that makes this next buy much, much weaker. Luckily, the op is recovered, so at least they have that. Actually, I think with that op recovered, it should be a much better purchase. Yeah, they have a really good buy. They still have a loss bonus, actually, that I haven't considered.
Yeah, Floppy can drop over a rifle, as can MOTM if he wants to. Indeed, I think MOTM is going to drop over 1. I don't know if Floppy will as well. Actually, yeah, Floppy's going to drop over an op, so the double op setup will live on for ATK, but that just about brings them down to having a little moth flying out of their wall when they open it, because pretty much everyone else is broke.
These are best of 1s, by the way, if you're wondering. Best of 3 start when playouts begin. We have 2 weeks left. It's week 5. We're going into week 6 next, and then week 7 will be the final week. But, you know what? I like ATK's decision-making either way. They don't run any ops on T side, and they run double ops on CT side. And I was talking about how strong double ops were on the CT side, right? You really do need some sort of response. First, Floppy follows up with a spray down. OC responding back with a sandwich between him and Floppy's 2K. Now it's all Pwn alone by himself with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. I mean, they could... Realistically, they could hunt for this.
Really good, and it might be a little advantageous, however, now that they've lost the op. Might just be time to circle the wagons and save. However, on the hunt is going to be MOTM, but he's just about circumvented Ponalone's op. And, okay, the double op setup is saved. So at the very least, they will keep the double op for now. And if MOTM can take out Ponalone, that would be huge. And he's primed and ready for him out, and down goes Ponalone. They keep the double op. Almost got a triple, but communication saved that. And ATK, keep it back up. 8-13. And Ascent, their money, worse for wears. I don't think they're going to be able to get a full buy here. Pistols, some Kevlar coming out. ATK have a chance here to bring things a lot closer.
And stabilize their own economy, and doing so as well. If they come out with 5 players here, that'd be huge. And that's going to be a fast side, but the counter flash from JT are just on. Floppy finds for JT there for the trade. Nothing spirals out of control, no further economic damage, and the SG is maintained after all. So ATK, that was a great round for them. Now they're officially stable, Boggs. There's no worry about a reset. There's no worry about an eco round to follow if they fail at this next gun. But now Ascent Esports is starting to kind of dwindle in their purchases, right? They're getting weaker every single time. They're down to a Galil this time. They don't have head armor or utility on Pwn alone. And if they want to go for early banana control, they'll use a big bulk of that limited utility that they do have. Instead, they'll use grenades.
I hope they like the taste of shrapnel, because right now Ponalone and Dismal are both very low. Everyone still sitting at full HP. Ponalone now getting sprayed by Floppy, and OC comes in as Nismo goes down. OC, he's worth there's more players. JT comes in, Cavalry has arrived. OC finds another, and DJ and Boo, the last 2 alive. JT on the hunt for more, eliminates Boo. DJ left, and he will take him down as well. JT hitting heads, and ATK starting to wake up. It seems
They are.
they've brushed off the sleep. They've washed their faces. The sleep is gone from their eyes, and they are wide awake.
I'm telling you, man, double op setup on Inferno is one of the strongest things that it's kind of growing on me. At first, I didn't really like it that much, but I've been watching teams run this for the past 3 months, and it is insane, Boggs. Literally insane.
Does seem to be insane. I mean, it works well in pugs because, well, it's a pug, but seeing it to this extent, I'm becoming a big fan of it as well. As I've always been very wary of it because it hampers the retake ability. But when you don't allow them to get the bomb plant, you know, who cares about a retake?
Right.
That's exactly what ATK have been able to do here.
Are you familiar with the term kiting, Boggs?
Yeah, League of Legends term, right?
Yeah, it's actually not. It's actually an RPG term that came much before League of Legends. It's a term people use to, like, you know, when they're countering melee classes, they just kind of kite them. They just keep them straggling along. This map is the ultimate kiting for oppers. You can take peek down mid, then peek from our side, then peek from another angle on our side, then fall back to library, peek again, take another angle, peek again, peek off flashbangs. Like, you're just constantly falling back, right? Same thing on Banana. There's so many places to fall back to. MOTM, he gets gonna get a rude awakening now. He's being flooded over. Even if he took out his gun, that can be problematic. Now the holes they go, but into the meat grinder. It seems like not even a bit of space retained right there. And it is ATK. Only a single casualty. That's an M4 drop. Not a big deal. That can easily rebuy it. And now ATK find themselves in a mountain of cash. And the gap is much tighter now.
Yeah, the gap is definitely shrinking as it's been chipped away to 2 rounds. Another buy comes out from Ascent as their loss bonus is at max. A bomb plant will continue to allow them to purchase, but right now they need to get some wins on the board because ATK 2 rounds away. They tied things up. A few more after that. Overtime secured. Physics been tagged low, as has JT, but he's decided to go through the fire and play on his own volition. And now he's going to drop Physics and DT through, and Sonic will take down DJ, judging off the tracers. That's a great opening 2 kills for ATK.
Now he can just patiently hold this Banana down. Allow us to get really comfortable on the A site. Not only that, but you can tell JT's already in the support position, but Pono will counter Sonic. That's how these Banana control regain for Ascent, and what was a 2-man advantage is now looking a little closer. JT's wounded down to 9 HP. He's gonna require backup, really.
Yeah, OC's coming in on the rotation with his op in hand, but I don't know if it'll be enough to slow down the offensive of Ascent. Going along with the secondary entry as he takes down JT as well. Molotov goes through, but the bomb actually yet to toss as Who's waiting? They're going to wait out the Molotov. There's a smoke in as well towards Church. The bomb finally crossing, but the rotations are here from ATK. It's a 3v3. Patel favoring the CT side. OC already up in Church, getting the information and getting the clear. Molotov from Floppy should land into Emo as well in the meantime. As MOTM is one prepped to new box. Flooding in from the CT side. A smoke is walled off Pone alone, and Boo has been mollied out. SF2 players. A fire kills Emo. And wow, flurry of frags ensue. Floppy and MOTM might mop up the last 2, and ATK 1 round away from drawing level.
That was so sick. They didn't even take a single point of damage, Boggs. I don't even think I think only 1 bullet was fired by Ascent Esports right there. They were burning. They were blind. They got pushed off their comfortable safety nets in Emo and in New Box. That was so well done by ATK. That was a textbook retake being a success right there. Now Ascent Esports, luckily they got the ball plan, so they have some money, but yeah, that was nuts.
OC's already opened things up, and JT is aggressive on Banana as well. Looks like ATK have released the break. They're going full bore to secure this victory. But again, back to that retake. That was textbook. That was pristine. Definitely the kind of Counter-Strike you love to watch and you love to see. Floppy gonna try and open things up. He spots a gun barrel. He takes down 2. Gets traded as Boo comes in. Now it's gonna be OC to try and hold things down. DJ has to retreat into apartments as Boo has actually gotten his way into CT spawn. However, the bomb watched over by multiple players from ATK. This is a very awkward situation for both teams as one player is in the library, the other one's in halls. And MOTM should be coming up on DJ momentarily. Indeed, spots him out, takes him down. Now it's down to Boo 1v4, and I don't think they'll be expecting him to be coming from this angle as well. However, MOTM is here. He's watching it.
Oh, the
timing goes
no! Oh! If he pulled that off, I was about to flip my desk on its head, Boggs. Oh man, that was insane. insane. He actually caught the only second that someone was not watching that. That was insane. That could have been it. That could have been the clip of the whole league so far. Oh, man. I was so ready for that, Boggs.
That would have been phenomenal, but unfortunately, his timing does not favor him. And instead, it's time to rush B once again. As the call to Suka bleed in has been made through fire, goes Pwn alone into death. A nade follows up as Sonic doing so much damage to the building. As the JT, the spray, the op, and the final kill. It's around. A lead now for ATK. As they grabbed a 14th. They only lose one as well, and their cash is astronomically high. 3 players above 10K, 2 players in the vicinity as well. Another buy from Ascent, but a loss here gets ATK to 15 rounds. It's map and match point. Time is running out for Ascent.
Probably crazy, Boggs, but I swear that being aggressive on Inferno, CT side, is easier than it is on the T side. Like, it's actually easier to just take duels on CT anytime you want. You can find them wherever you want. You can be as aggressive and as confident as you'd like, and it always seems to pay off. And ATK, they're breaking every rule, right? They're constantly contesting. They're constantly repeaking. They're just confident with this double op setup that's been working beautifully for them so far, and it's paid off in dividends. Now it's OC down in mid. He has backup from JT. Here's the other side of that wall, but it'll be a finish on the first blood. This is with a trade. He eventually finds it, but OC's going to be repeating once again, and OC will be shutting it down, and that is ATK. That sums up the whole game, this whole half at least. ATK, they're on the attack right now.
I believe you once said that they were Attack Arena. They're living up to that name right now. This is phenomenal from them. OC with the raw aggression to repeat that one once again. The quick scope comes through, and match point as well. ATK firing on all cylinders. But to go back to your point about it being so easy to take aggression on the CT side, I think it's because of the way that you can play with utility. You can have your teammates flash you into these wide open choke point areas that are so easy to get the kills. And with the ops as well, we see OC opening things up on an instant. He goes back for more, and he's going to get one more before Pwn can put him to bed. The rotations are already here, and the fire has ticked several players. Floppy gets one. Get out of Pwn to stay alive and try and do it all. He's gotten 2, he's gotten 3. And he needs 2 more. He's been spotted. But Sonic actually not able to connect with Pwn still alive and kicking. He's brought it back to a 1v1. This is where things get sketchy. The buy will come up again from ATK, but imagine the momentum off of the back of a Pwn clutch ace.
And this
got the bomb.
Yeah, this is where it becomes mind games.
Wait. No.
Oh, no. No. What? What?
Well, of all the ways to end this phenomenal match, it came down to some mind games and a couple, well, players surprised to run into each other, and we saw what happened there. Sonic ended up landing the no scope, and ATK took the game in the end, but Pwn so close to clutching that round out.
Wow. What? I'm sorry. I'm at a loss of words, ladies and gentlemen. I will need a couple seconds to recollect myself. That was a roller coaster and a half, to say the least. I mean, let alone that last round just summed up that entire half for us. What the heck was that? But yeah, I mean, ATK, they kind of flopped on the... I shouldn't even say flopped. It wasn't even them flopping. It was just Ascent playing really, really well on the CT side. Nismo clawing them out of 2 pistols. That was really well played. I mean, he secured so many crucial rounds for his squadron. And unfortunately, they just fell a little bit too short on the offense. It just seemed like ATK just started gaining their confidence, just slowly gaining steam, getting their economy in place, getting their, their safety net kind of behind them to allow their aggression, to justify it. And that's it, really. But that was a close game, 16-13. I mean, the 1 round difference would have changed that outcome completely. So shout out to Ascent, man. Big fan of that squadron, guys. Keep it up. Really want to see you guys go far. And of course, ATK continuing to be a sensation. I mean, now we saw why, right? They kind of flopped on the offense, but their defense was I can't even call it defense. They were playing offense on both sides, it looked like. But that is the end of the story for now. We'll have the updated standings for you guys tomorrow to let you know, kind of give you an idea of who's starting to shape up for the playoffs, who's starting to kind of fall behind, maybe eliminating their chances of making it. For now, we are done. My name is Strong Legs. This beautiful young gentleman right here is Boggs. Mel was on the observing and producing for us. We are out of here. But before we leave, please, if you're in here right now, follow our socials, guys. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. Follow them. Allow us to grow so we can give back more to everyone in the ecosystem, including the players, and most of all, everyone in here. For now, we are out. We will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for some EU action. Take it easy, everybody.